around, or the normal way that the fire spray flies is actually vertical like this. And then what you can do is you can take off the control panel and you can put boba in like this. And then he can fly like that, where he's in the vertical position, which is the normal way that the fire spray flies. The other thing is that we have a nifty little stand here that you can put on the back side, and then the fire spray will then sit upright on the table, and we'll look at that a little bit more later. Okay, so Bubba says let's get on with it and build his Slave 1 microfighter. Here are the parts for making a Boba Fett fire spray microfighter, and you can see I've got it divided into 25 steps or compartments. And actually, once I organized this into instructions, I realized I needed more, like 35 steps. So there's multiple steps per little compartment, and here you can see the numbering on here. So here we have the instructions for building the microfighter in 35 steps. And this has got all of them, all the 35 steps from the very beginning to the very end. So we're going to be building our Slave 1 version of the fire spray in steps, following the instructions that I created on the BrickLink Studio software. Step 1. Step 2. Step 3. Step 4. Step 5. Step 6. Step 7. Step 8. Step 9. Step 10. Step 11. Step 12. Step 13. Step 14. Step 15. Step 16. Step 17. Step 18. Step 19. Step 20. Step 21. Step 22. Step 23. Step 24. Step 25. Step 26. Step 27. Step 28. Step 29. Step 30. Step 31. Step 32. Step 33. Step 34. And finally, step 35. Or from your point of view, it would be like this. So, Now we are ready to put Boba in his ship. Put his rangefinder down, close his cockpit, and Boba is ready to fly off and chase bounty. Now, if Boba wants to fly away, he actually needs to fly in a vertical position, so we need to take Boba out, take the control panel off, and put Boba like this, and then now Boba can fly away in the vertical position. And off he goes. As a little bit of an afterword, I have a few comments. After I designed this ship, I came up with a couple other little modifications. Maybe for those of you who are sticklers about your Star Wars craft, I came up with some other things that might be maybe a little bit more accurate to the original ship. So instead of those barrels, this uses a 2x2 round plate and a peg or single round brick. And this gives just a slightly different feel to the wing assembly. That maybe, for some people, may be more in keeping with the mechanism on the original Slave 1. For me, I'm not sure. I think I like the more using the barrels. They feel a little more solid, and they're kind of in keeping with the sort of playful version of the Microfighter. And then also on some versions of the ship, this back end actually has a gray element, so you can switch out this back piece with a piece that has a tile, a dark gray tile, and these flat slopes. Put that on, and this is a little bit more accurate to the color scheme of the original Slave 1 fire spray, but you lose the elegance of the nice curved slope pieces. So it's a bit of a trade-off. I prefer the nice smooth curve myself. It's really a matter of preference. We hope you liked watching this video on how to build this MOC Microfighter version of the Slave 1. And check the links below for our website, toyterrain.com, for where you can find out where and how you can get the full instructions and parts list for this MOC build. Also, look for links below for how you can purchase our fully built different versions of the